Stop scrolling. Before you skip this message, understand this. Not everyone was meant to hear these words today. Some people will scroll past this because they are too distracted, too comfortable, or too blind to see what God is trying to reveal. But you stopped for a reason. And if you stay until the end of this message, you will discover why the attacks, delays, betrayals, and sleepless nights were never meant to destroy you. They were preparing you for an offer so shocking that everyone who doubted you will be forced to watch your transformation in silence. God says the enemy wanted you trapped in confusion, fear, and self-doubt because your breakthrough is closer than you think. This message could save you from making the wrong decision at the wrong time. Listen carefully, because what you are about to hear may completely change the direction of your life forever. There were moments when you questioned everything about yourself. You looked around and wondered why others were moving ahead while every door in your life seemed locked. People laughed at your dreams, ignored your effort, and treated your kindness like weakness. Some even walked away when you needed them the most. But what you did not understand during those painful seasons is that God was separating you from places and people that could not carry your future. The rejection was not punishment. It was protection. Every closed door was preparing you for a bigger opportunity that could only arrive when your spirit became stronger. God says the reason you felt isolated is because your calling is different from the crowd around you. Chosen ones are often misunderstood before they are celebrated. The same people who overlooked your value will soon wonder how your life changed so quickly. They will not understand the silent battles you fought at night, the tears you hid behind your smile, or the prayers you whispered when nobody was listening. God saw every moment. He saw the pain you never explained to anyone. He saw the times you almost gave up, but still kept moving forward. And now heaven is preparing a door that no human being can close. This unexpected offer will arrive when you least expect it. It may come through a phone call, a meeting, a message, or an opportunity that seems impossible at first. But God says, do not allow fear to talk you out of the blessing you prayed for. The enemy wants you to stay trapped in the memory of your failures, but your future is not connected to your past mistakes. Your season is changing. What looked delayed is about to move suddenly. The people who doubted your potential will witness God lift you higher than they imagined. Stay focused, stay faithful, and do not return to the places that broke your spirit, because the next chapter of your life will reveal why everything had to happen exactly the way it did. The same people who ignored your messages, doubted your vision, and laughed at your struggles are about to witness something they never expected. God says there is a shift happening behind the scenes that human eyes cannot fully understand yet. While others were busy judging your current situation, heaven was quietly building your future. Many people only respected success after they could see it, but they never saw the battles you fought in private. They never saw the nights you cried alone asking God for strength. They never saw how many times you wanted to quit but kept going anyway. Chosen one, your endurance was not wasted. Every painful moment was creating the person you needed to become before the blessing could arrive. God says some people underestimated you because they only looked at your present condition, but they could not see the destiny placed inside you. They thought your silence meant weakness. They thought your delays meant failure. They thought your struggles meant God had forgotten you. But what they called failure was actually preparation. What they called weakness was hidden strength being developed through pressure and pain. Soon there will be undeniable evidence that God was with you the entire time. The opportunity coming into your life will not only change your situation, it will expose every false opinion spoken against you. The people who once avoided you may suddenly try to reconnect. Those who dismissed your dreams may start acting supportive after they see your elevation. But God says remember who stood beside you when nothing was guaranteed. Remember who believed in you before the breakthrough became visible. Not everyone celebrating your rise truly supported your journey. Some only return when they see favor on your life. This is why you must stay spiritually alert and protect the peace God is giving you. Do not allow old negativity to enter the new season God prepared for you. Your life is becoming proof that delays are not denials. The same crowd that once doubted you will soon be forced to admit that God's hand was guiding your path all along. God says this unexpected offer will arrive when you are no longer obsessing over how it will happen. For a long time, you tried to force doors open with your own strength. You worried constantly about your future, questioned your worth, and wondered if your opportunity had already passed you by. But heaven was teaching you something powerful during the waiting season. Some blessings cannot enter your life until your spirit is prepared to handle them. If God had given you this opportunity too early, the pressure, attention, and responsibility could have destroyed your peace. That is why the delay was necessary. Chosen one, what is coming next will not look ordinary. It will surprise people who thought your story was already finished. An unexpected connection, invitation, promotion, business opportunity, or financial breakthrough is closer than you realize. God says the people around you may not understand why favor suddenly begins following your life, but this is the reward for remaining faithful through confusion and pain. You survived seasons that were designed to break weaker people. You kept believing even when nothing around you made sense. And now heaven is opening a door that human hands cannot shut. This offer will carry the power to change your environment, your mindset, and your future. The enemy tried to convince you that you were forgotten, but God says your name has already been discussed in rooms you know nothing about yet. While you were struggling quietly, God was arranging situations in your favor behind the scenes. This is why you must stop speaking negatively about yourself. Stop calling yourself unlucky, forgotten, or defeated. Your words matter during this season. Speak with expectation because your breakthrough is no longer far away. Some people will call your success luck because they never saw the spiritual warfare you survived to reach this moment. Others will become jealous because they assumed you would always stay beneath them. But God says, do not seek revenge or validation. Let your transformation speak for itself. Stay humble while God elevates you, because the blessing coming into your life will be larger than anything you once thought possible. The pain you experienced was never meant to destroy you. God says it was shaping you for an assignment greater than anything you can currently imagine. There were moments when the weight of life felt unbearable. You questioned why so many battles came at once. You wondered why people you trusted betrayed you, why doors closed without explanation, and why your prayers seemed to echo back in silence. It felt unfair. It felt confusing. Sometimes it even felt like God had abandoned you. But heaven says what you called suffering was actually preparation. Every tear strengthened your spirit. Every disappointment trained your endurance. Every rejection sharpened your discernment. God was building a version of you that could carry the purpose attached to your future. Chosen one, easy seasons do not create strong people. Pressure reveals what comfort can never produce. The struggle forced you to grow in ways success never could. It taught you wisdom, patience, humility, and resilience. It taught you how to stand when everything around you was shaking. The enemy thought the pain would cause you to quit, but instead it created a deeper strength inside you. That strength is what qualifies you for the assignment ahead. God says your story will become evidence for others who are fighting similar battles. The very pain that almost broke you will become the testimony that helps someone else survive their darkest hour. This is why your struggle was never random. There was purpose hidden inside every difficult season. One day people will look at your life and wonder how you stayed standing after everything you endured. They will not understand that God was carrying you even when you felt weak. They will see the success, the peace, and the favor, but they will not fully understand the private battles that built your foundation. This next season will reveal why the process had to be painful. You are not stepping into ordinary success. You are stepping into a calling that requires strength most people never develop. So do not resent the hard seasons anymore. Honor them. They made you who you are becoming. What once felt like destruction was actually God's construction, preparing you to walk boldly into the destiny that has always belonged to you. God says the greatest trap the enemy tried to place around your life was not failure, poverty, or rejection. The real trap was convincing you to doubt yourself. For too long, fear whispered that you were not good enough, not talented enough, not strong enough, and not worthy of the blessings you prayed for. Slowly, those thoughts began to shape the way you saw your future. You started hesitating before opportunities. You started overthinking every decision. You questioned your purpose whenever life became difficult. But heaven says those thoughts were never sent to guide you. They were sent to stop you. The enemy understood that if you ever fully recognized the power, potential, and calling inside you, nothing would be able to hold you back. That is why so many attacks came against your confidence. Chosen one, the battle around your life has always been deeper than what people could see. While others focused on external struggles, the real war was happening in your mind and spirit. Fear wanted to paralyze you before your breakthrough arrived. Doubt wanted to make you quit before the blessing became visible. But God says this is the season where those chains finally break. You are no longer meant to live controlled by anxiety, insecurity, or the opinions of people who never understood your assignment. God is restoring your confidence step by step. He is teaching you to trust His voice more than the negativity surrounding you. The same situations that once intimidated you will soon become proof of your growth. You will walk into rooms with boldness instead of fear. You will stop apologizing for your dreams. You will stop shrinking yourself just to make insecure people comfortable. The enemy wanted you trapped in survival mode forever, but God is shifting your mindset from survival to purpose. This transformation will shock people because they remember the old version of you. They remember the exhausted, uncertain, and broken person you used to be. But heaven says you are entering a season where clarity replaces confusion, peace replaces fear, and confidence replaces doubt. The trap is losing its power because you are finally beginning to see yourself the way God always saw you. Chosen one, your season of silence is finally coming to an end. For a long time, it felt like your life was moving in slow motion, while everyone around you seemed to advance ahead. You stayed quiet while others misunderstood you. You carried pain without explaining it. You fought battles in private that nobody could see. There were moments when you wanted to speak up, defend yourself, or prove your worth to people who doubted you, but God kept telling you to remain patient. Now heaven says the waiting season is almost over. The same silence that once felt lonely was actually protecting your next chapter from distraction and negativity. While nobody noticed your struggle, God was preparing your elevation behind closed doors. Chosen one, there is power in being developed privately before being revealed publicly. Many people wanted immediate recognition, but God was more concerned about building your character than building your image. The hidden season taught you discipline, wisdom, and spiritual strength. It taught you how to depend on God instead of depending on human validation. And now the time is coming when your life will begin to speak louder than your words ever could. Opportunities will begin appearing unexpectedly. Favor will start following you into places that once rejected you. Doors that remained closed for years will suddenly open without force. People who ignored your value may become shocked by the transformation happening in your life. But God says do not become distracted by revenge, pride, or the need to prove anything. Your victory is not about humiliating others. It is about revealing what God can do with someone who refused to give up during the hardest seasons of life. The enemy tried to bury your confidence under disappointment and delay, but heaven says your purpose was never cancelled. Every painful experience was preparing you for this moment of release. This next chapter will feel different because your spirit is no longer operating from fear and desperation. You are stepping into a season of confidence, clarity, and divine direction. The silence is breaking. The waiting is ending. The prayers you cried in secret are about to produce visible results, and the world will soon witness the rise of the person God was shaping all along. Chosen one, after everything you have survived, this is not the time to give up on yourself. God did not bring you this far just to abandon your future at the edge of your breakthrough. Every delay, every rejection, every painful goodbye, and every sleepless night carried a hidden purpose. What looked like punishment was preparation. What looked like isolation was protection. And what looked like failure was actually God redirecting your path towards something greater than you imagined. The people who doubted you only saw your struggle, but they could not see the spiritual battle happening behind the scenes. They did not understand that heaven was building strength inside you while life was testing your faith. God says the season of confusion is ending. The trap of fear and self-doubt is breaking. A new chapter is beginning where your peace, purpose, and blessings will become visible to everyone who once underestimated you. But remember this, stay humble when the doors begin to open. Stay faithful when success starts arriving. Do not allow bitterness, revenge, or pride to destroy the blessing God worked so hard to prepare for you. Your journey is proof that God can raise someone from pain into purpose, from rejection into favor, and from silence into victory. So keep moving forward with confidence because your story is not ending in defeat. It is only beginning to reveal the greatness God placed inside you from the very start. And if this message touched your spirit today, do not ignore it. Hold on to your faith, protect your peace, and prepare yourself because the next thing God does in your life will leave everyone who doubted you completely speechless.